is how far can man dip into the powers of God on his own volition?
It has to be all on his own volition.
But can't God say, well, you're selected as a special prophet and give him extra powers beyond his choosing?
This is a tough one because you're going to find yourself really dealing with words. No one gets what he doesn't deserve. And if at any time someone has to be chosen to be a prophet, he is chosen according to the standards of deserving that generation had. Now, what he is given is perhaps something extra, but it's hard really to say where his own volition ended and the other began. It's a kind of an
He reports a lot to prophets. They weren't happy being prophets.
No, nobody's happy being a prophet.
And so that the question of desiring all this
that
trouble.
You don't want it.
I mean, Job really wanted it.
I thought Job was not a prophet.
Well, okay.
But the point is that there are two things that you may want and may not want. Job didn't want his suffering, but I'm not sure that he didn't want the revelations that came of it. These are two different things. I think that we all realize that there are many ways of being an instrument, and we would like to be the pleasant kind, if possible. It's not always so determined by the nature of the reality around us. Jeremiah wanted to be a prophet, but had an awful sad prophecy to say. Now, whether the prophecy is pleasant or not, prophets in a sense do choose to be prophets. Isaiah chose to be a prophet. Jeremiah, there is the volition in a sense is there, but let me put it this way. That there is a point in the human ability to negate his will to the divine will and make them one. So when you say who wanted it, you're talking about, well, which side are you looking? The prophet had to be able to rise to a point where his will was negated towards the divine will. They really became one. But it's very hard to say, did he or didn't he want it?
I don't quite understand this in terms of Jeremiah and others that where there's indications that they were actually, there's a certain chosen or dedication in the womb actually. In the call of Jeremiah, it talks about his mother's womb, and he curses the day he was born. It seems to me there's some kind of...
Jeremiah curses, Job curses the day.
Jeremiah too?
Jeremiah. Well...
And there seems to be some kind of tension between will of God, which desire to serve God, and the desire, his own will, which is perhaps to drink coffee with his friends and not antagonize them all the time.
I think you find it in Job too.
Yeah.
I think that's a very interesting problem to discuss. But I think that you have to be able to take these in its proper perspective. Yeah, people are chosen from the womb. A great many who are chosen fall flat on their face and never get there. That alone does nothing. Nothing destroys free will. But if those who have been given... Now, we are not ever going to say that all people are equal. It's not true. Everybody has a different gift. Some more, some less. Some more of one, some more of the other. Now, those who are gifted still have the choice how to use these gifts. And if they use their gifts in the proper way or the way that is intended, then they rise to great heights. And then all of this potential is activated. By the same token, if he didn't do what he should, he could have killed the potential. We have a good idea of a lot of people who did.